Kajal Chhatija ma'am. She's the founder director of EduDrone We Connect, which is her personal venture. It's a platform for educators to collaborate, share ideas, and implement best practices. Before starting her own venture, she had been the executive director at Gayatri English Medium School, Moshi. She's also been the former principal at Trims International School, Undri, former master trainer at Kothari International School, responsible for training the staff in personality development. She is also known for following the latest pedagogy to ensure that the teachers maintain international standards. So having a wide experience in the field of education, and she's been very instrumental in taking educators together. And as I said, going to maintain international standards, she's been very instrumental, and she continues doing all the best practices and getting people together on her platform EduDrone, which is a very active platform. Thank you so much, Kajal ma'am, for joining us. Recently, EduDrone has published, I think it's the third anthology that you will be coming up with. So she will be talking about it. But before I move, I request Kajal ma'am, I would like to share a small video about the journey of EduDrone. Is visible?
No.
Is it visible? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Kajal ma'am. It was really insightful to know the journey, and you have been active, so you deserve everything and even more. And best wishes to EduDrone. You continue doing a very good job, like through the events that we had seen in this small video, and there are more that you have done. So it's every step that you take with every event that you do, you are touching a lot of lives, I believe. So over to you, ma'am. We would like to hear about how has been your experience in making an anthology and your journey at EduDrone. So over to you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for giving us such a, elaborate introduction. I'm really overwhelmed and I'm feeling a little embarrassed over here. And there's lots to learn. I just feel the journey has just begun and there's so much to learn each day. Now, as we are already running late, and I can see how many students are there. I can see almost 14 of us, and many are watching us on our Facebook as well. So yes, coming straight to the topic, making an anthology. And you can use we will have a very interactive one, and I want all these students who are listening, even on Facebook, please keep answering as we are having this session. So when you think of writing a book, of course it's not an easy task for a person who's a non-author. So when I decided to write a book, as Priyanka rightly said, that we've been working together very closely when she was uh, working as an editor with NI. So since then, it's almost, I believe, 8 years I've been writing reports for my school's events. And from there, somehow I realized that I can write, and more than that, I can inspire people, right? Because whenever my reports used to publish, everybody used to ask how your reports are getting published, how come we are not getting chance. uh, yeah. So I always used to tell them that you need to write, and you just need to have a little bit of follow up, and it was always done. Many a times we always think that when you write a book, it has to be in a very, very fancy language, but that is so untrue. Today I'll be sharing some myth breaking concepts which will really touch you, and I'm very sure from this session, whosoever is there, or maybe post the event, we are live on Facebook, I will get many examples, many live examples who will share that, yes, ma'am, I got the grit, I got inspiration from this session, and I'm ready to make an anthology. So once you are set, your mind is set that, yes, you want to come up with your anthology. First thing first, you need to develop your concept on what first you are going to write, and then how you're going to inspire your people in your community to write on a similar concept. So today I'm going to show you a raw book and even a prepared book, what all elements are required when we make an anthology. Yes, very sure, like you must be saying that it's a reverse, like people write book first and then they think of a title, but at least you have to think of title which you will think that it should take. Then later on you can always tweak with it, you can play with your title. That's perfectly all right. After the title, you must think of having, right, like you need to write about the book. What is the book about? What are you going to include? For example, students, if you are thinking that, yes, I have to make an anthology, the easiest task is to make an anthology of short poems, short stories. Start with 250 to 500 words if it is a story, and then it becomes quite easy for you all to compile it. And then you need to inspire people. You have to think of making an announcement, like how you are going to communicate, how you are going to inspire people, explain the concept. So create hashtags. For example, for today's session, I have created hashtags like coming up with the title, writing about the book, creating the concept, inviting co-authors, and then even while inviting, have give a you can say set a number of co-authors you will involve. For example, to start with, you have given a task to yourself. Okay, I am going to involve 50 inspirational stories. So your mind will be clear, and then after that also decide how much time you will give to your co-authors to write. And of course, once you start compiling, the another task is editing. Then once the editing is done, then one more two proofreadings are required to just give that fine tuning. So I'll just share my screen with you all, and I'll show you all the minor, you can say, details where you can look at it once your anthology is set, once you have written your story, once you have got all the stories, how to make simple as such, keep compiling it in a Word document. Do not give any numbers, just compile it. And then once you have compiled, after that, create a content page. It is as similar to maintaining a notebook. If you remember in your school days, when you used to maintain a notebook, you always used to have an index page, right? You can use your chat box so that I'll get to know that you all are listening to me. Are you all connecting with me? What I am saying right now? Yes, no, whatever. Do you all remember your index page where you used to write lesson number 1, lesson number 2, that way? Okay. So I'll just share. Priyanka ma'am, will you please allow me to share my screen? I'll just share the screen to show
Yes,
the
ma'am,
book. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, you can now.
Yes, thank you. Just a minute. I'll just take 2 minutes. Where is it? Yes. Yes, this is EduDrone's first book, where, as you can read, over 108 stories we have compiled in this book. And of course, along with me, I had Sunny and Sona to help me in this journey. That's the cover page. So of course, this is designed by a professional. Now, this is the front page, the first page of the book. Just the name, and if you need your companies, if you have any, if you want to place it, and then these are the editors of the book, what you can see. And of course, a post that it is published by whom, and if you have applied for your ISBN number, that will follow, because of course I'm not touching upon ISBN number. For that we need a separate session. We'll definitely work on it, and I'll try to guide you towards the end. Okay, so this information is about the publisher who has published the book. Then this page is about people who have helped in the book and who has written the forward. It's not necessary that you must involve forward or preface, but it always helps you to give your book added on value. So we at that time we had requested Dr. Nirmala Krishnan ma'am, and that also I will cover once I'll show you the book. I'll tell you how to involve a famous personality to write a forward. It is always done towards the end, once the book is completely ready, and then you have to submit your book for 10 to 12 days for that particular personality to read, to judge, evaluate, analyze, and then write about the book. So she has given amazing forward. I believe 4-page forward she has given, and these are the people. Sanjay, he's the managing director of EduDrone. Sona, she is also an author. She has edited, and Sunny was there with us. And these are our partners. And this segment, if you are really looking forward to publish your book, and if you are falling short of funds, then you may invite partners so that your book is funded. You get enough funds to publish it, because it's, of course, coming up with a book, it's a big investment. And I will once I show you the book, I'll tell you how to generate funds for your book. Yes. So here is our forward, and after this session, I will share the PDF of the book. I don't mind at all. It's not rocket science that nobody can learn. And as Priyanka said, we believe in collaboration, and we always believe that you will do it in your way and we are doing it in our way. So we don't mind sharing it, and I'm announcing it live on FB. Anybody whosoever wants it, we are ready to share the PDF of our book. So this is a 4-page forward, which talks about the book, which talks about myself and how I shifted from being an educator to edupreneur. And of course, now I'm balancing, I'm playing both the roles. So this is a forward, 4-page forward. And then we have the content page, which I was talking about, that you must have this with the page number. It is as good as the names of the chapters written by the authors, co-authors. So right from page 1 to was the last page, and last page must carry special mentions, people who have helped you. So you must carry that page to give, you can say, acknowledgement. Some people might have edited, proofread, someone might have designed the first page. Everything you have to think towards the end, and you must give due credits to people who have helped you in this process, because coming up with a book, it's like as good as decking up a bride. So each and every word you have to screen check, you have to look into detail. Like writing your own book is I'll not say easy, but it's still manageable. But making an anthology is a Hercule's task, which you must take care, and if need be, hire an editor. If you are not that great in editing, then you must take someone's help. That is required to give that fine tuning to your book. So this is our content page. And then, as I told you, we got more than 108 stories, and you must add this disclaimer, as it is coming from different places. These are non-authors as well. So to avoid, and even it's hardly impossible when you get over 108 stories to check the plagiarism. So you just have to write that this is it's an anthology where it's a compilation of inspirational stories. So do not judge them, and if it is taken, or due credits are given that way. So yes, now here, this is about the book. You must mention 1 or 2 paragraph, making it very crisp. What is the book all about? And towards like last page will also carry this paragraph. Of course, you can tweak a little. What is the book about? Who has edited? Who is the author of the book? All that stuff will come at the back page. And from here, we have all our stories. And this particular book, I'll just give you a little brief. This particular book is divided into 4 segments. It is first 40 stories are written by school principals, then followed by professionals like doctors, engineers, lawyers, Reiki healers. There are many more in it, followed by teachers' stories. And we had 15 students. So it's a grand compilation of all these people, and the first 10 chapters, first is mine, followed by our partners. We have given due credits to them also. I'll just show you one partner's chapter who helped us, in funding. I'll just show you one chapter. She is the editor, Sona Shirawat. Yes. So like FSM. So we have, carried their story also, the making of this company and how they are empowering students. So it was converted into a story, and this is how it looks. I hope you all are getting the clear picture of making an anthology. And now over here, I'll just show you how the book is divided into segments. So I'll show you one segment so you will get a clear picture how the further segments are created. So this was also there on our content page. I'll just show you. One divider is given, one page, blank page is given to tell everyone what is the book. Yes. So as you can see, from the principal's desk. So now the next 40 stories in this book like had stories coming in from principals, and then once that section is done, it's written from the professional's desk, then from the teacher's desk, then from the student's desk, that way. I'll just show you the last page. 260. Just a minute. Yes. So as you can see, I had told you earlier, it's very important to give mentions. So this book came into reality because of their deep understanding and support. We are thankful to these angels. So forward was written by Dr. Nirmala Krishnan. Designer, we had a designer where we had all these announcements, and we created individual author card as an announcement. 108 cards were made, and we uploaded on our Facebook page. And we also had, I'll come to this point. Now you must be thinking, for what purpose we had account officer, and for what purpose we have WhatsApp manager, digital officer. I'll come to this and I'll clear all your doubts. So we had Krishna Chhatija looking into accounts, and Veer looking into WhatsApp. Digital officer, we had Sheetal. We made various videos, we made various teasers to create a lot of noise, and we've spoken enough about the book. So we had our coordinator also to coordinate with these 108 authors. We had our advisor, Pranay Oswal, and our publisher, it was Gurukul Publishing House, Hyderabad. And the proofreading was done by 3 principals. That is Rupali Dhamdire. Of course, Sona was always there. I also did it, but after me, I had Sona, and then after Sona, I had 3 proofreaders. That is Rupali Dhamdire, Vishaka Gupta, Rajeshwari Janki Raman. And in this, one of the author is Priyanka as well. She also has written a chapter. So if you're looking forward to get this book, we are ready to share with you. So yes, I will just stop sharing my screen. Yes. Now coming back to those 3 segments which I told you, for what purpose we need, accounts officer. And if you are doing it for the first time, where you need funds. Yes, of course, a small little amount was involved so that funds can be created. And see, publishing a book, it all depends upon the number of pages which it carries. And then your cover page, your back page, there are different qualities which we need. And then if you want to make it a colorful, book like this, it becomes a little expensive affair. So once you are clear with the concept, once you're clear about the book, Then the time comes how many authors you will involve, and then how much amount you will include so that your publishing, and if they are coming from different places, you might have to courier it. All these you can say important elements will come forward, which you will learn once you will think, and once you'll jump into making an anthology. And then of course, like now I'll come to tell you about WhatsApp, because somewhere we still find WhatsApp as a very easy medium of communication. During COVID, we evaluated in a way, and we analyzed that people were still very comfortable using WhatsApp instead of email. We got so many you can say stories over the WhatsApp. And initially we had taken from there and then put into Word document, put into our format, and it took a lot of time. Yes, now what we have done, like as Priyanka just told you, that our third book is in the making. We are leaders. We learned our way. We give them a sample, you can say, chapter, where we tell them we want it this way. The heading will be in so and so font. Even the heading will be bigger than the chapter. So we have given all those guidelines, like the written matter will not be more than 1,000 words, and in between they are allowed to share 5 colorful pictures to support their chapter. And then towards the end, they have to add their name, their designation, their company, and if it is a student, then the name of the student, class, from which school. If they want to mention, if they are comfortable, they can. Otherwise they can just mention their class. If they are comfortable mentioning their number, their email ID, they are allowed to do so, because anthology is all about, you can say, building and making your own community with whom you are comfortable. And trust me, making an anthology, it brings lot of positivity. See, writing is, for me, is purifying, but for making others write and then read their chapters, it's like taking a soul bath. It's like rejuvenating. You will connect with people who are there in your book, and it's a lifelong, you can say, it will pass from one generation to another. So now I don't know how I encountered, and how I got this concept. Maybe because I'm right brainer, and I always wanted to do something new. But from there, like when I decided to make an anthology, I got my calling, that yes, I enjoy this the most. And when we actually you can say, when we start compiling it, then I actually forget myself. uh, our first book, I still remember, it has got 3 months, like 3 months, like our sleepless nights are trapped in this book. So I'm really looking forward, those who are listening to me right now in the Zoom room, and even over Facebook, I really want, after listening to me, I want you to gear up, think, announce, and just kickstart with the process of writing a book. Writing a book together is a journey which you will walk. It's like, for me, it's like meditation. So all the best. Yes, Priyanka ma'am. I hope I have covered all, and if any questions, anyone is curious to know a little more about it, I'm ready to answer.
So much, ma'am. There are a lot of wishes. Say they were interacting with you whenever you said that about the writing and what they did in school. So we had a lot of responses. We don't have questions right now, but I think because you clarified a lot of pointers, that anybody who is looking forward to making an anthology or writing something, I think they have their ideas clear. And if anything, you can connect with AOTL or Kajal ma'am through Facebook, or if you want to reach out to her, you can connect it via us. So thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank you for bringing out those really minute points, because whenever we have a book in mind, when I was listening to you, I actually thought that there's so much effort, there's so much of meticulous planning that goes into making up a book. When we just have, okay, this is a book and we start reading it, but the kind of efforts, I think you really elaborated on that, and got to understand, like from the contents page to asking someone to make a forward, then trying for investments, because everything has a cost today, and then anthology, of course. So anthology, like we understand it's a collection of various writings. It can be yours, but like you rightly said, that when you have an anthology where multiple people are involved, I mean, your book is enhanced and it covers so many thoughts. So it's kind of a treasure. It's a treasure trove. The book is a treasure trove where so many experiences are encapsulated. So many experiences, so many learnings are encapsulated. So Abhin is thanking you for hearing something so interesting, because anthology as such is, of course, coming, but it's very trending and it's a very recent thing. And at least in my school times, we couldn't hear about anthologies, which as much as we're hearing it now. So it was a new thing, like Abhin said, like something really interesting and new. I hope everyone who was new to anthology, they understood what the concept is and how enriching it has been. So thank you so much, Kajal ma'am, and you shared it.
And even Priyanka, I just want to add, I'm assuming that many will be watching us, because as it is live, it is going to go places. To start with, this is even for a primary kid. Now you will think how a primary kid can even think of making an anthology. Quickest way of making an anthology, you just buy those A4 size papers, colorful ones, even the project papers. First, you do you can say, just try it out, writing a small quote on a subject. It could be anything. It could be on Teachers' Day, for example, if they want to make something on Teachers' Day, describing your teacher. So all, for example, 10 students are sitting together in a room. You have to describe your favorite teacher, tag your teacher, hashtag that teacher, describe it, and then compile it. Yeah. Design the cover page, have the back page, write about the book. See, your little booklet is ready.
Wow, that's so nice. I mean, only educators can think that way, really. I mean, thanks to them. And because you've been in the journey, you are all full of ideas and always, always open to new ideas, and that's why it keeps on mushrooming in your head. So it's really nice. And I think that's the best time, like you rightly said, primary kid. I mean, to catch them young should be the mantra. And these are the foundational steps. And when they start here, they will of course have an upper hand when they grow up. And that's going to be helpful, definitely. So all the students or even the teachers, if they are listening to us, this can be a project idea for you to implement in your class. Thank you so much, Kajal ma'am. We look forward to your next anthology. We will be following. We are already following you. So please let us know when the next anthology will be there, and we will keep in touch, and we will move together like you believe it. So thank you so much for joining. It was lovely listening to you.